you fucking
What is
fool.
up, dude? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Zach and Dave Make a Podcast live stream show. We're not even really a podcast because we do this shit on YouTube and like live stream and stuff like that. So
yeah, and we don't cast a pod either. So
no, we don't. So welcome one, welcome all. This should be just an absolute shit show tonight about
mayhem.
God knows what.
Mayhem.
God knows what. Who even knows what we're going to get into? But we have some very special guests. We've known them for a very long time.
Distinguished guests. Just wait, hold on. Before we introduce them, don't act like you didn't play the intro video from last week, dog.
What?
Don't act like you didn't play the intro video from last week.
I forgot to upload the new one.
All that hard work. Well, for next week, I guess.
Yeah. It'll be for next week. It's all good. But again, we do want to preface this with we've known these dudes for a very long time. I've known them since I was a wee lad in high school playing in bands with them.
I've known them I think I've known them since I was like 16 or 17, something like that.
And then they run their own podcast just because they're fucking nerds about this one particular subject. But yeah, we do want to welcome in our very special guest, the Ridgeway Twins, Terror Podcast Twins. What up?
What up, boys?
Yeah.
What is up, boys?
What's up,
Talk
brother?
about fucking blast from the past.
I know, huh?
Right?
It's wild.
It's wild, guys.
So,
wild.
Whole lot of years of friendship and fuckery right here.
Yes.
So boys, please introduce yourselves because I can't fucking tell you apart.
You guys.
We're still twinning right now.
We are.
I'm Travis of the Terror Twins podcast.
I am Dalton. I'm better than this stupid bitch, and I am from also the Terror Twins podcast.
Yeah. Now that we've gotten that settled. How long are you guys?
Yeah. How the fuck are you guys? What have you guys been up to? And since what is it, like 10 years since I've seen or talked to you guys?
Pretty much.
Just working and stuff, we don't really play too much sports anymore. I know the last time we were all together was either, sports softball or fucking bands. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
We don't really do none of that anymore.
Yeah. It's been, I hurt my fucking shoulder a while back. I drove it into the ground and tore had some muscle separation in there. So, and then I came back and played a little bit after and had like the season of my life at shortstop. And then after that, I fucking just hurt really bad. So I had to hang it up,
bro.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm working in a motorcycle suspension shop now. Like we just, we just do front end and rear suspension shit. So, yeah, you told me you got a cooler job than I do.
I work for Southern Wine and Spirits over in Cerritos, so it's like it's a spirits and wine distribution company. So
nice.
I am constantly. I mean, my house now looks like a fucking bar. Like I'm constantly getting bottles, constantly. Like I wish it was beer because I prefer beer over the spirits, but I'm not going to say no to a free bottle. So
no, absolutely not.
I don't think anyone in this room is going to say no to a free bottle.
Nope. Don't
How
have
are the
it.
kids?
Kids are good.
Yeah, getting big, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen your daughter's getting fucking full grown, so
she's a monster, dude. She's probably watching her now, but I love you, mamas. But yeah, she's tall, dude. She's so tall. She's almost as tall as Dave.
Yeah, no real shit, dude. She's almost she's like right under my armpit.
And she's 8.
Yeah, she's 8. I'm 34.
Man. Get her in that basketball.
Put it into perspective there. I'm like a whole adult.
I'm a whole ass man,
bro. I don't know, bro. You're only like 5'4", dude. So I don't know. If
my doctor for the health insurance thing that just came in said I was 5'8". So fuck you. If a medical professional says I'm 5'8", I'm 5'8".
Motherfucker's 5'8".
They were straight lying to you, bro. Because you ain't no fucking 5'8".
They were not gassing me up, dude. That's not fake news.
That's legit.
Straight gassing
on record.
Guys, I have some awful fucking news though. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to open up with such a huge move like this, but I don't know if you guys heard, but I just saw it on Twitter.
Well, we did.
Debo,
fucking
has
bummer.
passed away.
Rest in power, Debo.
Yeah, salute to Debo.
Tim, I don't remember his last name. Zach is looking like I just asked him the square root of something.
Just broke his heart.
Tiny Lister is his name.
Tony, Tony, right?
Tiny.
Oh yeah.
That's my chain. Oh,
dude. I know. Fucking just if this year didn't already suck enough, you gotta pile shit on like that.
Yeah, dude, how dare you lay that shit on me right now, dude? I
My
have
bad,
a
dog.
belly full of white dog poop, and now you lay this shit on me.
Read the fucking room, damn it, Dave. Read the
What's wrong
fucking
with you,
room.
huh?
62 years old though, man. Not that old.
No,
Hold
not
on,
at all.
I wanna comment on this, and we can talk about it later. But we literally had a demo called Semi Pro.
Yeah,
Literally every single sound clip was from Semi Pro.
I'm the greatest man alive.
Does it still exist?
David,
That's
It
what-
does. And I want to go on record and say that I'm an asshole. Zach asked me to upload it and send it to him, and I fucking have shit the bed on it and have not done it yet.
Son of a bitch.
So I promise you, I will get on it. I'll fucking do the damn thing. I'll stop being a shitbag.
Man, and I asked you for the cut your ties demo that
Oh
that we
man,
did
you're
together.
gonna have to
He has it too, I think.
somewhere. You're gonna have to get that from Bosco.
I actually got it from the Britalian.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Bosco would be the one to hit up.
Oh,
for
Bright
that.
Italian.
Yeah, I it was so funny. He hit me up on Instagram randomly one day. He's like, "I hope you're doing good or whatever." I was like, "I'll be doing better if you send me that demo. Dude. Send me that shit." And so he sent it to me like right away, dude.
Yeah, dang, just throwing me under the bus even more. Look,
Yeah,
Bosco,
man.
so much cooler than you. Send shit right away.
Damn, dude. Maybe I suck at reading the room here. I'll just let Zach talk.
I would really love that Walk My Path demo though.
Oh
I
my
know.
god, dude.
What's up, Tim? Thanks for joining us, bud.
Hey.
Timmy.
Remember.
Timmy.
That was a good demo. That was a good
No, that was a
demo.
great fucking band. Okay, I don't mean to like. I don't mean to toot our four horns right here, dude. But
Dude, man.
Beep, beep, beep,
Hey,
beep, beep, Richie.
Walk My Path, I've been told by several people that have come to us over the years and have said Walk My Path was well ahead of its time in the scene. Well ahead of its time. Nobody was doing like the fucking like beat down mixed with like just like metallic hardcore. Like nobody was doing that at the time. And
I'd like to think we were like the West Coast version of like Years Spent Cold.
we were
Yeah.
like the West
Okay.
Coast version it's been called.
We were fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah.
We were
stupid
mad heavy.
Yeah.
A little too heavy.
A little,
And then
so much
Dave.
little, maybe.
And then Dave had to just go and
I didn't have to. I mean, well, yeah, I was
No,
forced
you
to.
did. No,
Oh, yeah,
you fucking
showed-
did.
I remember. I heard about this on one
I
of your
was-
guys' other feeds.
Okay.
Fucking you pulled the loyalty where it stands move. I see.
I did. You know what?
and he chose wrong, motherfucker.
I
He
get it.
chose
I
we
get
all,
wrong.
it.
we all make mistakes. Had I known that,
He's backpedaling.
had I known that what I was working on currently that wasn't with you guys was just gonna flop like crazy. Yeah, man. Hindsight being 2020, I fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
That's what it
I
is.
get why you did it.
Yeah,
I get
of
it.
course. I mean, Take Vengeance was more established than we were
Yeah,
at the time.
absolutely,
I get it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But I have gone on record and said a whole bunch of times that Walk My Path fundamentally and however you want to look at it, break it down, was better than the project I was in. Like
Hey.
not even close, dude.
Pat yourself on the back.
We did that though. Like it was a collaborative thing.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, mine and Zach's riffs and you guys just did your
No,
thing.
we all threw it
No,
all
was-
together.
Exactly, dude.
It
I'll
was
never
pretty dope.
forget, like, even just like communicating like your technique too. Like
Mhm.
we were all just trying to make each other better. I
Yeah.
felt like in
Yeah.
that band. Where it was even with the lyrics, like I've always said this about you, Travis. Like they could just give you a mic and a song, and you'll just have lyrics already in your mind. And it'll just come out, and however it comes out, and there's gonna be something good that comes out of it. I've
Thank
always
you.
thought that
I
about
appreciate that. It's been
just
some time.
Yeah, I remember. I literally remember like us four just sitting in that trailer in the backyard and just writing music for days, bro,
The old trailer.
perfecting it, and then jamming out in my garage, dude.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Lots of jams in there.
So tell us a little bit about the Terror Twins podcast, man.
Yes. What prompted you guys to start the podcast?
Honestly, besides obviously our obvious love for horror, the main push I would say was probably my wife. Actually, she
Really?
she had been bitching at me for a long time, saying, "You guys are, we always FaceTime each other and shit, and I'd be burning it in the garage. This guy would be sitting at home, whatever, and we
Having
just
a
shoot the
beer.
shit. He's having a beer, I'm burning it. we're shooting the shit, talking shit to each other, and she's just laughing her ass off. And she's like, "You guys need to put this on, whether it's some sort of live stream or recording, and talk about your love for horror and just be yourselves." So that's pretty much how it evolved. Really, just
fuck yeah.
And it gave us an outlet too. You know what I mean? Like obviously quarantine had just hit, so it gave us
something to do. Really, right there with quarantine. But I think for me personally, the reason why I really wanted to start doing it with him too is because
you want to do it with him. Okay.
Oh, I fucking do it with him all the time.
Clearly, you've been listening to the podcast, and we talk a lot about
our talk about fucking each other all the time. Incest, baby. We
Does that make you like asexual though? Like to an extent?
I'm fairly certain it does, but go on.
Fairly certain.
I'm intrigued.
Ipso facto, we're fucking each other. Yes. we're basically, it's like we're half a sperm cell, so it is like the same person fucking each other.
Okay.
We're getting back together.
We're getting back together. That's all. That's all it is, baby.
Love it.
That's all it is, baby. We're just getting back together.
Yeah.
Were you guys nervous starting a podcast, like getting it out there, or how even starting it? Like, I know me and Zach for a while, like when we were doing our Kings one.
Schmear Dupe Games, welcome, brother.
Oh, hey. I remember when me and Zach were just like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? It took us like fucking 6 or 7 months to be like, let's just do whatever we want and fuck it. If people like it.
I mean, you guys,
that's the key.
You guys know, I mean, you guys know me and Dave, dude. Like, you know our personalities. Dave is more go with the flow, and I'm more like, I need structure to things, right? Yeah. So, like, when we were doing the podcast, he was always like, I want to do like a free form Joe Rogan type podcast where all we talk about is like venison and doing DMT. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, nah, you know, like
never had venison and have never done DMT.
Never had no elk meat, bro.
Just for the record.
Just for the record. I think the most like wild thing I've ever had was like ox or like oxtail. That's about it.
You've never had elk meat?
No, I've never had elk before.
I've had like elk jerky. That's about as close as
I feel like that's like fake. You know,
I had an elk burger at Chief's house one time. They had like a barbecue with like elk meat. And I had a burger.
That was a barbecue master.
It was a bit gamey, but I mean, I liked it. But that's culminating into how we've become what we are now, where we legit just have special guests on each week. And that special guest is what we're going to talk about. You know what I mean? And this week we decided that, you know what, man, maybe we could talk a little bit of horror, talk about like what our favorite horror movies are and stuff like that, and what makes a good horror movie. Absolutely. And then maybe we could talk about the heydays, bro. Tell some fucking funny stories.
Walk My Path 2008.
Let's fucking do it.
Before we get into that later on, I have to tell you guys that I watch that YouTube video all the time, dude.
Same.
Dude, my daughter watches it and she goes, Dad, I don't really like that stuff, but that's like really fucking good.
You're like, damn right it is.
I'm like, that's right, girl.
I try not to watch that video because there's like a shot you could see me behind the amps and I look so sad.
He's just all dejected, bro.
I was just like,
it would have been better with you in it because I feel like, and I just.
Hey, you know what though? I mean, instead, I may get heat for this, but you were a whole lot better than having Cokehead in the band. That's for sure.
Absolutely, definitely, 100%.
I don't know who you guys are referring to.
Me neither, but
Cokehead.
Who was the other guitar player in the band?
I may get some unwanted heat for that comment, but fuck, whatever.
Yeah,
it's okay,
absolutely.
Man.
And I feel.
I would have rather.
I wrote all that fucking music.
Yeah, I would have rather have had you, Dave, in the band than that guy.
It would have It would have been a funner experience too. He brought kind of a negativity vibe to it. Really, like it. In the end of things, I think had he have not even been in the band, that band would have lasted a hell of a lot longer, anyways.
Absolutely.
The reason why
that was brought over with the return thing that we did, where it was just like, oh, I don't want to do this with you because I know the type of folks that come to these shows now.
That's the problem.
And it's like they know who I am, already, and they know who I'm friends with, and it's just like I don't want there to be any drama because those dudes just get set off whenever they want. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go on record and say this, man. That band came to an end and all that shit happened because of me, dude.
It is what it is, though. It's not.
But
you were a different person. You were a different person then.
Oh yeah.
Different person.
I mean,
we all were, man.
Half the shit that happened, like didn't happen. But with that being said, I got us into situations that I probably shouldn't have gotten us into in the first place. You know what I mean?
It happens.
Yeah.
Think about it though. There's a lot of good memories that came out of all that though. Besides the little bit of negativity that there was, the vast majority of great fucking memories that happened.
Fuck yeah. And we wouldn't be where we are now.
Exactly.
If that situation.
And also that could have evolved. I mean, it could go either one of two ways. Imagine had it have been smooth riding the whole ways. We could have been into some shit that maybe we don't even want to be into now. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people that got stuck into some fucking like little kid style mentality still because of all that. So,
and we didn't. Exactly. We big brained our way out of that.
Yeah.
Did you guys give yourselves like a cap, like on how old you would get until like this ain't really for me?
Yeah, I mean, I personally grew out. Yeah, I mean, there's so many other genres of music that I feel like we're all into anyways. That don't have that vibe to it to begin with. There's no like worry if you're going to go to this show. I'm not going to worry about if I'm going to get in a fight because fucking ipso facto I'm moshing fucking hard, and all of a sudden someone else wants, and I like someone else moshing hard, and I'm not getting a butt hurt. Like I don't give a fuck. You can hit me all the fuck you want. Yeah. But as soon as I fucking do it, it's the fucking a travesty, and it's like, fucking let me pull out my cock because I'm supposed to be tougher and stronger. Like that. That's little kid mentality.
Yeah, it is.
Like you want to walk outside and fight over fucking like real shit. Yeah, but not over because you were just punching every asshole in the fucking room, and it's fine because you were doing it. But all of a sudden, when someone else does it, it's like, oh, no. Like,
you can't do that.
It's never been my thing, man. Like, moshing has always been, like, fun. It's never been, like, my dick is bigger than yours thing.
Yeah.
And then it took a weird turn. Like, I don't know when it happened, man. It was, like, 2008 or 2009 where it just was, like, you touch me, I'm going to fuck you up. And if you touch my Nike Dunks, I'm going to fuck you up. And
I've been looking for some Dunks. If anybody could point me in the direction of something.
The Sneakers app, dog. The Sneakers app. If you go on the Sneakers app, you will find Dunks, but they're resold, so it's really expensive. Anyway,
fuck all that.
It took like a wild turn, and it's how like when you get into a scene, it's always the same thing. It's always about unity. Mm-hmm. So we're always united together. That shit is not fucking real.
Yep,
not at all.
Not at all. Absolutely fake. I recently, not recently, because I mean, right before the first lockdown happened.
Yeah,
I went to like my first like bigger hardcore show that I'd been into in like a while. I went to Chain for like the first time in fucking forever.
Oh shit!
And I felt like such a fucking outsider going. Like I was like, who? Like I don't fucking like. I obviously I knew my group of friends I went with, but like I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oof,
what the? I moshed because like I got the mosh bug when I was there and I have to mosh. But like I was like after I got done moshing, I was like, I don't know if I can handle the fucking the anxiety of wondering like if I hit somebody, like is this person gonna get fucking butthurt?
Yep.
And honestly, music wise now, like I don't like I listen to hardcore still, I listen to metalcore still, like that shit. I'll never stop listening to it. But the vast majority of what I listen to now, I listen to a lot of aggro tech. So I listen to a lot of aggro tech and a lot of like dark synthwave. Like that's like the shit I really like. Put DMT in there. Put DMT in there. What's up, Tommy?
So have you guys ever fucked around with DMT or like psychedelics?
No, I thought about doing maybe fucking like shrooms one time, maybe or something. But I don't know. Like I love weed too much. You know what I mean? Like to me, like there's it's weed is so good already, so like why like there's nothing.
Let me tell you guys, dude. After we stopped being friends, man, I kind of went on a journey, bro. I went on a fucking journey, bro. I found out like who I was and shit.
It had a different effect on me. I did mushrooms a couple times, and I'm just like, man, I'm never doing mushrooms ever again. Like I literally, once I was peaking, I sat onto a wall. Like I was on the floor and I was leaning onto the wall. I fell into the wall. Like it felt like I was falling into the wall for what felt like 45 minutes. But it was like, it was literally like a minute and a half. It was the worst thing.
I can't do that. So a big thing for me since why we haven't seen each other in a long time is that I've developed quite a bit of an anxiety disorder.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so I've been on medication for it. I don't take the medication anymore because it just was giving. It wasn't taking away the anxiety, and it was also giving me a whole other fucking laundry list of other fucking problems. So now I just use CBD. Like I smoke CBD weed, and like it helps, and it mellows me out when I need it. But I recently I was at Dolan's house. We had like a little social distance get together with our friends, and
Big boy here
towards
decided to.
the end of the night, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a bong rip of some regular marijuana. Fuck it, I can handle it. Right? Big mistake. Somebody with like my kind of anxiety, because I know anxiety disorders they vary, but somebody with my kind of anxiety disorder.
And you say words like marijuana.
Yeah, right.
I was smoking the pot.
I was smoking the pot.
There were so many
Chuga del Diablo.
Dude, I literally the body high was like, all it did for me was it just gave me the worst.
Now I'm gonna throw you under the bus though, because you're telling the story.
You're gonna tell him what I did?
I'm gonna tell you the real backstory behind this, since he brought it up.
Let's do it.
So he first off, earlier in the day, he did take a rip earlier in the day, and he was fine.
I was fine.
He drank some beers.
I was fucking
chilling,
drinking all day, and I was fine.
So towards the end,
that's the problem. Is you were drinking all day. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he was drinking all day.
That's awful.
Yeah, he was feeling good. And then towards the end of the night, that's when I'm sitting out there, I'm taking bong rips, and this guy's like, "Oh, give me a bong rip." So I fucking pass it to him. Yeah.
Nope.
He takes a fucking huge fat rip, way bigger than the one earlier. Fucking blows out this massive cloud.
And he's on Neptune.
Yeah. And then so fucking
Yes.
I'd say about a good 10 minutes later, this guy, and you're gonna be mad about this, but about 10 minutes later,
I'm not gonna be mad. It's fucking funny.
he goes inside. He's like, "You got to come with me." And I'm like, "All right, dude." I go in there, and he's like,
I was done.
He was done. He was like, he sat on the couch. He's like, "Dude, I'm freaking out, man." He's like, I just don't feel good. And he's like, "I need something hot." And so I heat up a rice bag. I give him the rice bag. I tell him lay down. He lays down. He's like, "Dude, just tell me everything's gonna be okay." I was like, "Dude, you gotta be." I was like, "Dude, you're fine." I was like, "You're absolutely fine. Literally nothing is wrong with you." So he's like sitting there, and he's like, "Tell me I'm fine. Tell me I'm fine,
dude."
And I'm like,
I was fucking.
all I could think of was fucking of Mice and Men, fucking Lenny. He's like, tell me about the rabbits again, George.
I want to turn to the rabbits.
He's like looking up at you.
Yeah, and so then halfway through, he's like, "Get me something cold." So this motherfucker has a cold pack.
He needs more.
hot pack.
He needs more blankets and less blankets.
Dude, so I finally fucking passed out. Dude, because I told you, the body high just triggered all my fucking. It triggered bad.
Oh, your heart was racing, huh?
Dude, bad, awful.
Yep.
So I finally I don't even remember passing out, but when I woke up and I looked at my phone, and it was just a little bit before 4:00, and I felt normal, and I was just like, "Oh my god, thank God!"
And all right, I'll tell a story then. This is one of the last times I actually smoked pot, dude. Like actual weed. It was about 2 years ago, right when right after I turned 30, dude. I every night I'd pack myself a little domer, take a couple rips, play some video games, pass out, right? So I take a domer, come back in my room, and my heart is racing, bro. I was all up in my head, dude. Seriously, it was beautiful mind happening, dude. There was shit just all going on right here, but I'm just in my head, dude. And I'm just like, "You're fucking having a heart attack, Zach. You're going to die. You're going to fucking die right now." And the only thing I could think of to prevent me from having a heart attack was I went and folded clothes. I just went over and I started folding clothes. And because I thought to myself, if I fold clothes, I can't die. There's no way in hell that I could die. I'm folding clothes.
It's totally logical.
So after that point, dude, haven't really smoked actual pot.
Well, I'm going to change that. Once quarantine's over and we're all good, we changing that.
Maybe.
You look me in the eyes, Zach. Look me in the eyes.
I don't know where your eyes are.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't
I'll
do
tell
it.
you guys a story about how I made a mistake with an edible.
Oh God.
So this the shop, they were selling these edibles, and it was a brownie, and it looked to me. I just looked at it in a flash, and it said 20 mg, and I was like, "Bet I'll eat that," because the suggested dose is somewhere between 15 and 20 milligrams per brownie or whatever. So I get in the car. That as soon as I'm in the parking lot, I just crushed it. I ate the whole fucking thing, dude, because I had iced coffee and I crush it. And so I'm fucking.
Oh shit! Fucking Big Brett.
What up, Brett?
Hey,
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
so I'm driving back to my place, and I look at the bag, and the fucking thing said 200 mg. So dude, as soon as I got home, I was high as fuck. Like the highest I've ever been in my life. I mean, it's not really that funny, but I was just sitting on the couch trying to play video games. It didn't work because I was having anxiety, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna watch TV. So I would watch TV, and then it would give me more anxiety. And so I was like, I'm just not gonna do anything. And then my you know, at the time she wasn't my wife, but my girl comes back home and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know, really.
Literally have no idea.
I'm so fucked up right now." And so I ended up going to bed like at 5:00 in the afternoon. It was so fucking embarrassing.
Sounds like a swell time.
I remember Freeberg,
dude.
I remember Freeberg and this guy.
Oh God, Freeberg!
I love that guy.
They come over to my house one time, right? And this guy hadn't like really smoked weed ever. So like I had a bong and we fucking take some bong rips, and this guy lays down in the back of Freeberg's truck, freaking the fuck out. Freaking the fuck out, made Freeberg take him home. I can't do this, Freeberg. You need to take me home right now. I just can't. I need to go to sleep. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
High as fuck, dude. High as fuck. I like to think that we had coke in it, but whatever. Or math or something, dude.
On that note, listen to Dalton's lips and hear Travis's face.
That's from 22 Jump Street, isn't it? Listen to my face and hear his ears or whatever.
Well, you're freaking out, man.
While we're on the topic of people freaking out still over weed, I want to tell one last story before I don't know if we're going to move on to anything else. I'm sure we are, but
we're just going to talk about weed.
So my cousin Billy came down. I don't know if Zach, you may have met my cousin Billy.
Yeah.
Dave, I don't know if you did or not. You might have. So he came down from New Mexico, and I had just picked up some I think it was like some White Widow or something, you know.
Oh shit.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I burn it. We get good weed in New Mexico." In my head, I was like, "Yeah, sure, bud." So
it's all Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he comes down and fucking what? I was already high as fuck. I was over at fucking Brian, the guy used to play in fucking Straight Down.
The bass player.
Brian Sherman.
Yeah. So I was at his fucking house, and Travis and Billy came over later, and we were already high as fuck. And Billy was like, "Let's burn it." So we fucking took out fucking a bong that had like a fucking old school style carb on it and shit.
Oh,
so we're sitting there. Yeah, he took 2 rips, and he's sitting there, and he starts panicking fucking hard as fucking, swearing that it was laced, and is just fucking losing his fucking mind. Mind you, there's 2 windows in Brian's room. This dude starts to fucking like fucking. I'm like, bro, he's gonna throw up. And I'm like, go to the fucking window. And he's like, I can't move. I'm like, go to the fucking window. And this dude just starts throwing up all over Brian's room, just fucking projectile throw.
Dude, everywhere.
And then so we fucking get him fucking finally outside, and he's so high out of his fucking mind. Like we had some knives on us. I don't know why. And it was around Christmas time. But he takes the fucking knife and he starts running around, jumping, and like these people in Brian's neighborhood have like big blow up fucking like snowman and shit. And he starts running and jumping and laughing hysterically and is just stabbing all these people's fucking blow up fucking things. I was like,
Jesus Christ!
Like, we got to get you home, bud.
We need to get you back to New Mexico right now.
Yeah, maybe no more weed, no more California weed for you.
Maybe he was doing like a work on you guys, just trying to freak you out. Like, where is that good?
It's the work.
It's a total work, dude.
So
sorry, I don't mean to use fucking wrestling terminology, Zach.
No, hey,
bring it on.
We fucking love wrestling. Bring it on.
I know you guys love wrestling. Zach doesn't like wrestling anymore.
How fucking
what?
Zach,
AEW.
AEW.
Sting came back, dude.
Sting, yes, exactly.
You gotta love that.
7,000 years old.
I'm not 9 years old anymore.
Whoa.
Come
okay,
on.
I'm offended. I am offended. I'm gonna get a bear. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
fuck that guy.
You're gonna leave us with the guy he just fucking assaulted all of us.
Well, fuck that guy. Bye. You two want to start shit with me, huh? Bye.
Okay, we're back.
I did that to him so many times. We were recording, right? And he like said something to me that like backhanded or whatever. So, oh yeah, Dave, you want to fuck with me? We'll see ya. And I
got the power here.
All right, Zach, I'm gonna betrayal is weakness.
Oh yeah, of course.
Also, dude, I tried to get. Remember what about Kenny's fucking girlfriend? Kenny. Put the weed in my mouth.
Put the bongs in my mouth, Kenny.
You want to know why I started smoking cigarettes? Was because of fucking them, dude.
Yeah, dude, they fucking smoked nonstop.
I started smoking cigarettes because of them, fucking assholes.
Yeah,
fucking Kenny. Whatever happened? What happened to that guy?
I have no idea.
That guy was like. That guy was literally the most pussy whipped guy I've ever met in my entire life.
He was also the most mysterious person I've ever met in my life. I knew nothing about him.
Dude, how the fuck were we in a band with that guy?
I don't know.
He just appeared one day.
You know what? I have an excuse, all right? Because you guys were already doing Walk My Path, and you guys brought me in as a second vocalist. So you guys were already jamming, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I have an excuse, but you guys started a band with that motherfucker.
I know.
No, we started the band.
Yeah.
Who knew him? Whose friend was that?
I don't know. I don't even know how I met him, to be quite honest.
Wait, who are we talking about?
No, I remember seeing you guys. Oh,
We saw you at fucking Not Scary Farm.
yeah. He was with us. Wasn't he with me and my buddy Matt?
No, I thought Big Steve was with you at Not Scary Farm, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we meet that guy?
He just a phantom. He just showed up.
He wasn't even real.
He never existed.
We imagined him the entire fucking time.
He never existed. How the fuck did we meet him?
What if he showed up right now and popped up behind us? I fucking panic. I'm like, oh fuck!
I would question existence, bro. I wouldn't even know if I was real or not at that point.
He started touching himself. Oh fuck!
So I'm so fucking lost.
So we're talking about the
I've
first
been
band.
asking this for like 10 minutes.
Well, nobody's paying attention to you, Dave. All right, chill, little guy.
Story of my life.
So we were talking about Betrayal is Weakness, the first band that we ever were in together.
That is a sick ass name for a band, though.
With Steve-O. Steve-O was in that band with us. Steve-O still has the demo.
Dude,
Yeah.
We won it.
Hey,
we fucking won it.
That motherfucker, because I fucking messaged that motherfucker, and he fucking said, ignored me. And I won it.
he just doesn't ever check his phone. The guy's a fucking, he's a Neanderthal. He doesn't.
Well, you tell that Neanderthal to get on his Stone Age computer.
Tell that Will Ferrell looking motherfucker to send it to us. Damn it!
I will.
Ferrell, I was thinking more of like a more fair skinned Blake Griffin.
Oh, there you go.
That dude just got married. I was at his wedding in Vegas last month.
A married fucking man now. Wow.
Everyone's getting married. Everyone has kids except for me. I'm just married, but
I'm just not married. I'm not married.
We can have kids, Dave. It's okay.
You can. Hell, you touch Travis, he'll get you pregnant.
I'll leave my life.
Apparently, yeah, dude. Travis, you have like the ultimate sperm, dude.
I'm trying to start a softball team, baby. I'm trying to get all these.
That's my buddy. It's my buddy Daniel that I do the hockey podcast with.
All right.
Always talking with him, shit like that. And Amelia is always watching our podcast, dude. Always. So she's our number one fan.
For your hockey friend there. What's that? What's that? Kings fans.
Second place. Third place.
More like dead last in the league, right? Get it? Or
I was being
Game 7.
Oh, yeah.
Game 7.
Well,
reverse sweep.
Came back from a 3.
It's all right. You know what?
We can think of another game.
I can live with that because I get to fucking own that I've seen the best Game 7 ever. Fucking with the Sharks. Fucking Sharks.
Oh, in Vegas?
Yeah, that was fucking literally
that was awesome.
I was in the living room fucking watching it. And I was fucking obviously super depressed. I was like, God damn it, this is how the fucking season's gonna end. And that last 5 minutes, I was like, oh my God. I fucking like
that shouldn't have been a 5 minute on.
It shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
But
it was Vegas lost.
Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't have been a 5 minute.
Hey, we can all agree here. Despite us being Sharks fans, you guys being Kings fan, we can all agree. We can all agree.
Fuck Vegas.
Fuck Vegas.
Yeah.
Fuck Vegas.
Fuck Vegas. We can agree. Woo! All right.
Fuck Vegas.
We can cut solidarity right there. Fuck Vegas. All right.
Dude, like when
But
people
me and
laugh,
Zach, as Kings fans, can wholeheartedly say, "The fuck the Sharks," and then we move on.
Hey, we're done.
honestly,
Yeah,
man,
I
don't mind the Sharks at all.
Me either, dude.
Personally,
I just don't like.
I don't
Joe
mind the
Thornton.
Sharks. We have the epic fucking playoff battles.
You killed me.
Joe Thornton, the born loser, dude. What do you want me to say,
stop
dude?
your fucking! If I could jump this computer and grab your dick and eat it, I would right now.
I say that about Joe Thornton, dude. He's a fucking national treasure.
He's a fucking legend,
That's
man.
a hockey-
national treasure.
That's a fucking hockey fucking hero right there, dog.
It's not. Hey,
know.
it's not his fault. literally
a hero for Heartache. If I was a fan of his,
Yeah,
Son
trust
of a
me.
bitch,
I've
you
had
take that back right now.
You know how many fucking time? Oh, you obviously would have to know. I mean, I fucking like all they've brought me is Heartache. That's all they've ever brought me.
Yeah, of course.
It's tough. It's tough, man. I can only imagine what that feels like.
Look, Dave, I'll tell you this, all right? I'll tell you this, okay? Imagine being me, okay? My two favorite sports.
The three of him. All right.
my two favorite sports are soccer and hockey.
Okay.
Those are my two favorite sports, right? Imagine being a Manchester United fan who fucking went from being the fucking top dogs to being a completely crap fucking club and being a Sharks fan. I have so much heartache that I don't even know if I can even watch sports anymore, dude.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing we got this long of a break in sports.
Yeah,
really, yeah.
Rebuild. Except I'm very happy. I'm a big Dodger fan. I'm a big Lakers fan.
Oh, for sure. I mean, for baseball and basketball, we're Lakers and Dodger boys too.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, man, my dick was fucking wet this whole entire fucking.
It was fantastic.
I was drinking too.
That was much needed for California. Right, was much needed.
But lest we forget, the Kings were undefeated in March before quarantine.
That's true. We'll give you that. They were
on a run.
They
were. The next. I would say give it about a season or two, bro, and then the next
you guys
5 to 10 years.
Yeah,
wild.
You guys' prospect line is fucking fantastic.
The pipeline is
the Sharks have garbage. We have fucking straight garbage.
They held on for too long.
Yeah,
they held on for too long. That's the
problem. Yeah, they held on to the hopes with the fucking veterans and fucking just like.
Let's give it one more whirl with the band. You know what I mean?
I mean, that says something about the management team.
Doug Wilson.
That they have.
That's exactly what it is.
Their fucking team.
They do.
It's like that's fucking confidence as fuck.
The thing is, it's always fucking playoff woes, really, for the most part. You know, like granted, last season, like we just had fucking a shit show from fucking the start, right off the gate. Like it just.
Erik Karlsson was a bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have much rather fucking had Pavelski fucking than Karlsson any day.
Yeah,
we already had Burns. We don't need Karlsson. It's the same type of fucking player.
Like for like, right there. Why would we need a fucking another Burns style player?
Yeah,
when that move first went down on our Kings podcast, I had said I don't think that Erik Karlsson's going to last long.
He's not the fit.
Western Conference.
No,
he's not
at all.
It's different out here, dude.
Yeah.
It's a different style of hockey.
Remind me if I'm wrong, but wasn't he hurt a majority last year?
Yeah, absolutely. He's been hurt literally almost the entire time he's been with us. Yeah. It's been fucking a waste. Like the only signing that happened like major that I've been pleased with was fucking Evander Kane. That's it.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love Evander Kane, dude.
Yeah.
I love him.
That's literally
the only reason why people don't like him in the league is because he's black. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why.
100%.
And I hate that so many hockey fans, like when you look, like I have a problem with scrolling through comments.
Yeah,
and there's so much hatred within hockey fans that it's like, holy fuck, like really?
Well, Dalton, we are from California.
Yeah,
California is different.
Yeah,
so a lot of hockey fans are just straight blue blood or red blood conservatives, bro.
Yeah,
that's just the way they are.
Yeah,
because they grow up in small areas.
Yeah. They grow up in these fucking bubble where they think fucking like they're just like that's it in the world and it's fucking whack. I don't know.
Their thought process is the only thought process.
Yeah,
we all know that that's not true.
Yeah,
yep.
I mean, but I hate it too, man. Like it's ridiculous the amount of racism that's within the hockey community. It's crazy,
it's crazy.
No wonder someone who's maybe gay would be really scared to come out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe these guys don't want to fucking play with me because they think I'm gonna come on to them when that's totally not the case. They're my teammates. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Man, it's just I hate that small-mindedness. It really bothers me.
It's really annoying. On the note of like, while we're still on this note, we actually had like my favorite sports moment ever. With Joel Ward had just gotten some fucking hate, fucking. Or I forget what season that was. I think it was like in 2006. Or 18, was it 17 or 18?
17.
2017, we went and fucking, it was a preseason, or was it preseason?
Preseason.
Yeah, preseason game and fucking against the Ducks. And we went, and it was like just after fucking people were saying some racist shit about Joe Ward, and he was fucking down there. Me and this guy were giving our love.
Yeah, Joe Ward is, by the way,
that's
my
favorite.
That's my all-time favorite hockey player.
So we were pointing at him.
I love Joe Ward. I think he's an underrated veteran.
Yeah, he's a fucking grinder.
He really is.
He's a grinder. He's
a glue guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The way he plays is like an underappreciated like form of like an underappreciated style of play.
Very blue collar style.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. 110%.
Oh, what do we got there?
What do you got there?
How do you like it?
Looks good.
What is that? I can't. What kind of beer is that?
brown ale.
Powdered toast.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I got this guy. I got this guy a brown ale too. I got this guy some
Rogue hazelnut. Oh, that shit's bomb.
It's tasty.
And this shit's brown ale with vanilla, cinnamon, and maple syrup flavors.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh, it is. I'm gonna go get my other beer there. I'll be right back.
I got this. Oh, and he's not even paying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, and I got to tell you, the 15% is giving me a nice little fucking buzz right now.
Oh yeah, you gotta let it rip.
Yeah.
So the beers that I have, I didn't go on. I usually go on a weekly beer run. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys see I pour all sorts of crazy shit sometimes.
Yeah. I do.
So my sister, my mom, and my brother, they sent over a gift because obviously COVID, we're not trying to really hang out too much.
Yeah.
But they sent me beer. So they're not beers I normally drink, but they're beer and they're free. So we got a Sam Adams Boston Lager, and the last one I had was a Santa Mata.
You know what though? A Sam Adams Boston Lager is not bad. It's not the worst beer out there. You know,
it really isn't, and it's still considered craft.
Yeah,
maybe not in the way that they make it, but the way they distribute it. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
They only do so many cases a year or something like that, which keep it craft technically.
Yeah, technically, yes. Yeah,
yeah, man. Going back to hockey, I was just thinking about like my favorite player, and I remember watching when I was younger, Pavel Bure with the Canucks, and I'd be like, damn, like I didn't know that you could play hockey like that, like with that kind of speed, with that kind of agility, basically doing whatever you want with the puck.
Yeah,
and then oh my god, who else was for the Kings? I was a big Ziggy Palffy fan. Not the prettiest fucking player, but got it done.
Yeah.
Those are the fun. Those to me, those are the funnest kind of players to watch.
I mean, he did have silky mitts. There was times where he showcased like really, really filthy moves. But yeah, damn man, you got me, Zach. Who's your favorite all-time hockey player? They got me fucked up thinking about
Mark
that.
Messier.
Okay, good choice. Good choice.
Someone fucking already shit on my favorite all-time hockey player.
Yeah,
fucking Sandy fucking name.
Dave.
That's
my thing about Joe. So something about Joe
Thornton?
Yeah, who said that?
Hanging out a heartbreak.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
No, I
that guy disappears in the playoffs.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, it's not.
Joe Thornton doesn't. It's
yeah, you know who disappears in the playoffs?
No. I
The
meant
goalie
like,
always disappears in the fucking playoffs. The goalie and the defense is gone out the window.
Out of the
All
playoffs.
right. I'm going to change the subject because I want to talk about what we were originally going to talk about, and then we'll get into whatever the fuck else we want to talk about, okay? Because we've been talking about whatever for 45 minutes. It's been great. I love it. No, don't get me wrong. I love it. But I do want to get to the point of what we were talking about.
Let's do it.
All right. We can all, we'll take turns and stuff like that.
Okay.
Your favorite horror movie all time.
Who wants to go first?
You guys can.
You go first.
Yeah, you guys are the pros here.
Okay, Jaws is my all-time favorite horror movie.
Oh shit!
Great choice.
Fucking Jaws, buddy. Jaws is just my all-time favorite movie in general. Even if we had to take genres out of it, I just feel like it's one of the most well-rounded films of all time. I feel like Jaws is like a national treasure when it comes to like summer blockbuster movies for America.
Yeah. It made people terrified to go swimming in the ocean.
Exactly. And it still does. It's still effective. Even to this day, I know like by today's standards, sometimes like people get so jaded when it comes to practical effects and they want to use like CG. But obviously me being a big effects artist guy, practical effects is the way to go if you ask me. And the shark looks fucking fantastic. Bruce looked amazing. And it's just one of those movies, like the moment I saw it as a child, I just instantly fell in love with it. And not only did it give me a love for like killer shark movies, but it also gave me a love for sharks in general too. Like I love sharks in general now because of that movie. Like it, and I feel like it was like that movie did that for so many people as well too. Like a lot of people were terrified, but also a lot of people, they were like, wow, like sharks are really fucking cool. Yeah. You know, like sharks are fucking fascinating. But I just feel like it's a timeless movie, and the way the act. I mean, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, and Roy Scheider, the three main actors. I mean, I don't feel like. I mean, nobody else could like. That's why that movie could not and cannot be remade, because the way that those three portrayed those characters and the amount of of like perfection that they put on the screen in their portrayal of those characters. Like nobody, no matter how much of a fucking high caliber actor you are, could put in the same kind of shift that those guys put in.
Oh yeah,
on the screen.
The acting was tremendous in that movie. It wasn't just the horror aspect of the movie. The acting of that movie was fucking phenomenal.
Absolutely, the acting, the score is iconic. That's my
never gonna go away.
That John Williams score is fucking amazing. Right, the whole less is more aspect of the film too, where they heavily. I mean, whether it obviously wasn't the first choice. Obviously, the first choice, yes, Sláinte brothers. The first choice was to obviously show a lot of the shark, but because they had technical difficulties, they had to adapt and basically use the less is more, approach to it. But it really worked in favor for that movie. I mean, the less is more, like where you don't see the shark until the final, the final act of the film. When you finally get to see the shark, it's fucking amazing,
It builds to the suspense of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a common fucking, like theatrical device to use, right? It's just building the suspense of it, and they really did a fantastic job of that movie. I fucking love that movie. You're right. It made me scared to go swimming in the ocean,
dude. Same. I would be a kid and I'd be in a fucking pool and close my eyes and have an irrational fear of fucking the shark.
Jaws everywhere.
Exactly. So I mean, like,
it's just,
So that's Jaws is my favorite. You? What's your?
For me, it's going to be the Toxic Avenger. I don't know if
there we go.
So I
kind of figured that.
Yeah, I love Toxie so much, being that we started our love with Toxie at an early age with the Toxic Crusaders. I don't know if you guys remember the fucking the cartoon show.
We're just talking about Jaws.
Yeah. Into any body of water. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Any body of water. Yeah.
So
for real. Shout out to Trisha. That's my cousin.
Hey, Trisha.
Shout out.
Thanks for commenting, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, with Toxie, growing up watching the TV show in a fucking kiddie form, like talking about fighting fucking pollution and blah blah blah. Yeah, like it was cool to finally, as an adult, stumble, or not even an adult, like a fucking maybe
young teens,
maybe 12 or 13.
Yeah,
stumbling across it on fucking Sci-Fi Channel way back in the day when Sci-Fi fucking was first hitting the fucking scene,
right?
And being like, wait, what the fuck? I've seen this guy before already. He's fucking ripping people's fucking limbs off and shit. Like, completely blew our fucking mind. I remember at a young age, we would always. It felt like yearly. That was like. We didn't get to watch it a lot, but literally for I feel like 3 years in a row, they had the same double feature on Sci-Fi. It was always fucking the Toxic Avenger and Alligator.
Yeah.
So we watched that for 3 years in a row, and we would look forward to it. We'd be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, the Toxic Avenger is going to be on. And now, I mean, there's a plethora of fucking. There's not a plethora really, but there's 4 fucking Toxic Avenger movies, and Part 4 being my favorite. It's the most. If you guys have a chance, both of you guys watch Citizen Toxie.
It's fucking hilarious.
Like, super fucking over the top, hilarious, and just, I mean,
stupid gory.
And if you're easily offended, probably don't watch it. But
right. I won't watch that.
Max already pissed off that you're telling him about this.
I'm insane with anger.
But yeah, so easy choice for me, Toxic Avenger.
What about you, Zach?
Yeah.
So I have 4 movies that are just up there for me. I'm not a big horror fan, man. Never have been, never will be. It's not my cup of tea. I prefer to laugh. But these 4 movies I thoroughly enjoyed, and they made me sit at the edge of my seat. Loved them. So number 1 from 1986, Maximum Overdrive, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maximum Overdrive scared the fuck out of me because you could never see what was behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Who's driving these things?
Eventually
I found out it was, like an alien or whatever it was, whatever. But still, that scared the fuck out of me. Loved it. It was
the soda machine. Come on. Fucking soda. That's fucking great.
Classic.
Jiggling around.
Fucking so good.
I loved the original It.
Yeah.
I loved the movie so much that I read the book. The book terrified me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's number 2. Number 3, it's probably one of the less known. People may not even qualify it as horror, but I loved Signs, dude.
Yeah,
Signs is fucking fantastic.
Signs scared the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah, dude.
I didn't want to go into a farm for the longest.
Yeah,
I love Signs, bro. M. Night Shyamalan did such a fucking awesome job of that movie. And he did it. And hands down, give me heat all you want, but M. Night Shyamalan will go down as one of my favorite directors because he made great movies.
Yeah. We don't hate him at all.
Yeah,
we're fans of his work too.
Yeah, he makes good shit.
Yeah,
some people don't like his twist. Dude, did you guys see his new movie that he came out with, The Visit?
Yeah, The Visit was fucking great, dude.
Lori, my lady figured it out like in 3 seconds, but I still I enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was creepy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
This is wild. This is fucking wild.
Good
and then number four, probably one of the one of the most known horror movies that probably everybody loves. I love Tremors, dude.
Oh,
yeah!
OG Kevin Bacon, bruh.
Right there.
Oh, boy.
Dude,
loved that movie. It was awesome.
We just did an episode on Tremors not that long ago, dude.
Did you really?
Fucking hilarious.
Which we touched on the whole franchise, except for the last one that just came out because it wasn't out when we did the episode. They just did the final episode of it.
Wait, there's a fourth?
No, there's more than four.
Wait, I've only know of 4.
Yeah,
or 3. I only know of the first 3.
There's 7. There's 7 now.
Yeah.
I know.
Dave.
So after Dave gives his, I actually want to talk about something that you guys had on your last episode that you guys had. But
Dave,
go for it, Dave.
Let's hear it.
So one of the I'm not really that into horror at like either. But there's 2 that I could say wholeheartedly. I'm like, damn, this shit fucked me up. The original Night of the Living Dead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It moved at a snail's fucking pace, but it was so filled. It was just filled with tension the entire time I watched that movie.
Yeah.
I remember watching that really young.
Hell yeah.
The second movie is something that I saw recently. It's called. Is that from Prairie?
Yeah.
You can always tell beers from Prairie.
Love their can art. Love their can art. But sorry, Dave.
It's a movie. It's an Italian horror film called High Tension.
Oh, High Tension was fucking
love
great.
High Tension, dude.
It was fantastic.
Fantastic, dude.
That movie doesn't get enough love.
Really
Yeah.
Fucking tasty gore, a fucking amazing twist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. That shit had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, good fucking choice,
Dave.
That's fucking choice.
Nobody ever talks about that fucking movie.
We love that movie too. It's fucking great.
I remember the scene where she's in the closet.
Yes,
and then,
fucking violent.
But then the twist at the end, where you're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna fuck it up for anyone who wants to see it." But like the twist at the end is like, "Oh man, this shit is deep."
Yeah.
Oh man, psychological as fuck.
Also, one of the most random masturbation scenes fucking ever in there. Just super fucking random.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it, dude.
I loved Cabin Fever when we were
younger.
When he reaches down to play DJ and then he just comes up and fuck.
What just happened?
So on your guys' last episode, you guys talked about Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about that movie because as an adult with a child, I watch that movie and I go, this kid has fucking problems. There's something wrong with this kid.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Kevin,
I wanted to get your guys' thoughts.
Well, I can tell you that because my son has ADHD and Annie has ODD, that he has mental health issues just like his old man. That I seeing how they portrayed Kevin as far as like his anger outbursts and stuff, and like he definitely is a child with mental health issues, that's for sure. It's watching it's like it's I don't know, man, like it's just like sometimes it's like bizarre watching it that like he just instinctively knows how to set all these booby traps too, like, and he gets
so fucking sadistic, bro.
Yeah,
legit. All he had to do was call the police.
Yeah, that's in a nutshell. Yes, ipso facto for sure.
That's all he had to do was call the fucking police.
Dude, that reminds me of that meme from that movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's if Jingle All the Way was contemporary and he'd be like, I gotta get the doll, and then he just orders it online.
Done.
The fucking 90s
in fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The fucking 90s.
I guess it's just one of those things where it's like obviously, if a film was logical, the film would be like fucking 5 minutes long, and then that's it. Fucking
Oh my god.
problem solved. Film's logical.
But you also have to look at. I mean, I've seen that meme on like Facebook going around too. It's like I want to know what the fuck Kevin McAllister's dad did, where he could fucking afford that house.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. He can afford that. He can afford to take everybody to fucking
Paris.
Like, no big deal. Like,
Yeah, no big deal.
And
Bring
then
the whole
pay
family
for
to Paris.
And then pay for flights that get fucked because they
yeah.
eat the money for the return flights and then have to pay for like, oh my god, dude.
What the fuck did Homeboy do?
Yeah.
Fucking baller ass job, dude.
Drug money. That's drug
he
money.
obviously didn't pay attention to Kevin.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
That's what he did.
That's what he was fucking neglecting his boy. That's for sure.
Yep.
That's what he did.
But everyone knows Fuller wets the bed. You know what I mean? Like,
Fuck
no one knows
Fuller.
anything about fucking Kevin, but they know Fuller wets the bed.
Dude,
Take it easy on the Pepsi.
that's Kieran McCauley, bro. That's his younger brother.
Yeah,
And
Fucking
straight
You wanna
Yeah.
play tummy sticks?
And straight up,
You want to play tummy sticks?
tummy sticks, yeah.
Always.
I love him,
It's
dude.
It's sexual yet violent.
Dude, do you guys remember listening to like Suffocate back in the day
Yes.
and hearing that intro clip that they would have in the beginning of that one album?
yeah.
Did you guys ever watch the movie that shit was from?
I still have no fucking clue what
Yeah.
movie that's from.
Oh, it's from
Oh.
Gummo.
Gummo, yeah. It's one of the
Gummo
weirdest
from
movies I've ever
Harmony
seen.
Korine.
I've literally
seen
never
Gummo.
seen Gummo ever.
You can only watch it on YouTube. It's only
Yeah.
on YouTube.
No
And you have
shit.
to watch it in parts.
No
Yeah,
shit.
it's broken up.
Fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, I'll
I know
Yeah.
about like the fucking whole like spaghetti eating scene in the fucking bathtub and shit. And like, and I've seen pictures of like that fucking kid, but like I've never actually sat down and like watched the movie.
I'm going to tell you this, bro. There's literally, quite literally, no point to that movie whatsoever.
100%.
I love it.
No
I love
point.
it.
But after you watch it, though, you'll feel fucking disturbed. You'll be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I just watch right now?
You
dude?
actually
I
might
like
not
that.
get through it, to be honest with you, because I've never.
Oh, hey.
I finished all of it.
I've literally watched
Pump the
like
brakes here.
let's pump the brakes here for a second. I've watched a lot of shit where most people are like, I'm so fucking offended. I'm not watching this shit at all anymore.
I don't know if I was offended by anything that was going on more than I didn't understand.
It was
You're
just
just like,
it's just
going
fucking,
on.
was it just fucking like what the fuck is going on?
Okay, so I'm normally, and Zach can attest to this. Anyone that knows me, I'm sort of confused all the time.
He's legit a 65-year-old man already, dude.
what about the old sand pit?
So that and then watching that movie made me feel way more confused than I already normally am, and that's just not a good combination. Just for like getting through the day, you know, like
Just fucked your shit up.
oh my god, I was done for like a week, man. I couldn't regain balance at all after watching 30 minutes of that movie.
It's only an hour, so mind you.
Oh, fuck.
But I
So
sent
do you guys-
in the private chat. I sent you the link to the trailer if you feel like.
Do you
watching it.
guys
Check it out.
remember? Are you watching it?
No. You
Oh,
want,
okay.
want me to watch it?
No, you're good. You're
No,
fine.
no, no.
Just make sure to say that because when I close everything out, it'll be gone.
Okay.
Do you guys remember the first time that we ever played the Allen when we were younger?
Yes.
I do. I do.
Dave does. You want to know why Dave does? Because I'll never forget this. And this is one of the first experiences I ever had with Jimmy Compton. I remember, I think we were going on after them. And he goes, like, oh, no, we went on before them. And I remember Jimmy Compton going, I just want to give it out to our good friends and Betrayal is Weakness. Those guys like to dock. And I had no idea what that
remember
meant.
that. I don't fucking remember him saying that.
I had no idea what that meant. I had
know
no
what it
idea
meant?
what that meant. No, I didn't.
It meant that we like to take our foreskin.
Yes, yes.
He's like,
No,
yes, Travis, I know
Travis.
what docking is now.
I've done it several times now. Okay, thank you.
All right, good.
Do you guys remember our first interaction with each other?
No,
It
I
was outside. It was at one of the shows, and we got all chummy. And I started drinking, and there was a fight of some sort. And I went outside in the front, and I
Yes.
just started like pushing people away.
No,
I'm
I
like,
do remember that.
I remember that.
I don't know.
That
I
was
vaguely remember that.
I remember this now. That was at the 100 Demons show.
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
we were all so like that, like a week before that. Take Vengeance, Straight Down, Inspired to Die, and some other. I think Broken Stems We played a backyard show, obviously in Southgate, like we all would every fucking weekend. And I remember we were all looking forward to that show, and we were calling it the Mosh Olympics.
Yes,
I remember that.
And I remember the fight was there was fucking obviously fucking dumbass Downey kids there, and they started a fucking fight, and fucking they were trying to obviously do what they do best and fucking try to start shit with us for whatever fucking reason. And I remember you came out and you fucking got in their faces and started talking shit to them, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I like him.
I don't remember what was happening. I was roasted for sure. There was something going on in my brain. I was like, man, these guys are cool as fuck.
Yeah.
He has a devil lock and black nails. I'm a fucking fight for this guy.
Dude, fucking honestly, to this day, I have no fucking clue why that group of people did not like us. I have no fucking clue whatsoever. I never
either.
Like zero
Super
fucking
random.
zero fucking clue. It was like the most random beef of all time. It was like, why the fuck do you guys just have this vendetta against us when we don't even fucking know you? Like,
I remember
have a council meeting and shit.
I remember for a long time there, like when we were all rolling together, they wouldn't start shit with me. They'd always start shit with them.
Yeah.
And they would never do anything to me.
Yeah.
They never say anything to me either, but I think they were just
I don't know what it was.
I hanging out or
I thought it was fucking funny because when we started fucking not we started, you started it, Zach. But when we were in Stronghold Family, the fact that I would see those dudes like in the back I would see those dudes in the back of fucking shows and they wouldn't say shit to us because they were all fucking at that point, they were all fucking dropout, burnout motherfuckers. And they wouldn't say fucking shit, but it was like you guys have to have like fucking 20 fucking dudes behind you to fucking say anything to us. And the funny thing about all that is the fact that despite all the crap that they talked about us, not one of them ever fucking threw a swing at us.
Nah.
Ever. Not a one of them.
cool, man.
I want to say this, bro. I want to say this, and I don't mean to like toot our horns, but at our heyday, nobody wanted shit with us, dude.
Nah. Yeah.
Nobody. Do you guys remember when Walk My Path played that show out in San Bernardino?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I walked up to all those fools from fucking Heavy Hands.
Heavy Hands, yeah.
Our hands are so heavy we can't lift them.
And I told those fools what was up, and I said, "Hey, man, there's only like 8 of us here, and there's like 20 of you. We can go 8 on 8, or you guys can jump us."
I honestly thought that was gonna happen.
I thought it was gonna happen too.
Much prepared. I think I had like a fucking drum stand in my hand. I was like, all right.
They didn't want that smoke, bro.
Can't fight fair here when it's 20 on 8.
Yep, they didn't want that smoke.
I literally started pissing in his pants when you
Hey,
said
let me ask you guys a question. Maybe you guys have more insight into this than and you can tell me the truth, okay? I'm a fucking adult now. I can rationalize things and stuff like that. What the fuck happened? What happened?
What do you mean?
With what?
What happened with me? Like, what happened?
I
Why was I the one that got kicked out of the scene?
I honestly think, and it stems back. I think we've talked about this before. It really stems back to, I think you being at the forefront of the crew.
You were the face.
Like you were the kind of the face of it. So it kind of, and then when the shit kind of went, hey, remember?
Ipso facto.
I don't remember her name.
Head.
I don't remember her name. And
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
you know what I'm talking about. But she fucking, got butthurt that we called her out on some stuff. You know what I mean? Some shit we seen, and she fucking told. I forget who the fuck she told, but she told somebody fucking that you were running your mouth about them, and that was not even the case at all. You were running your mouth about her, but it's because she was doing some shady shit, fucking with one of our boys, and she didn't like that shit. So she basically started beef.
Yeah, she couldn't take the heat, so she fucking had to pin it on somebody else.
It's lame.
I'm not gonna lie. We could have took that shit.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
I think so.
Not only that too. Think about like none of us are fucking. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, would I rather not fight? Yeah, but if I have to,
of course.
fuck yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
None
It is
of us
what
are
it is.
slouches.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta let someone punch me in the face.
Exactly. And
Exactly.
that being said,
that
too,
happen.
I think. I mean, Zach, Dave, you know my family pretty well, but Zach even more. I mean, you know my uncles and shit.
Oh,
And you know all the motherfuckers they hung around with. All
Yeah.
it would take is a phone call. You motherfuckers think you're bad in the hardcore scene. I know some real motherfuckers that are real
Yeah.
fucking bad, and that would come do some fucking shit for absolutely like the drop of a fucking dime.
Yeah.
So it could have easily went a lot of ways real fast.
Zach,
Yeah.
I'm also I want to bring up this too, Zach. speaking of Zach back in the days.
Yeah.
So I have to say this. I hold no grudges against you about
You
this.
might not even remember this.
You might not even remember this.
I know exactly what you're going to say right now.
What am I going to say?
You're gonna, about how I just shit on you for no reason.
At the Green Turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're aware of this, Dave. Okay. So this was at the Year Spent Cold show.
Rose Funeral.
And it was Year Spent Cold and Rose
That was an
Funeral.
awesome show, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I was security guarding.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
We got a little wild during your Spent Cold.
This fucking guy right here. So I'm obviously fucking moshing my ass off, right? I'm doing my thing. I'm working the fucking walls, you know? And this guy fucking gets buck with me. He gets fucking buck with me, and he tries to fucking throw me out.
Was this before or after all the shit went down?
This was after all the shit went down.
Was
but
it? Okay.
Yeah.
It was after all the shit went
we
down.
haven't seen you in a little
We
while.
hadn't seen you in a cool minute, but it was like, so we hadn't seen him in a cool minute, right? But mind you, I thought we were still fucking cool because I was his fucking friend, right? And apparently,
Honestly, man, like at that point in my life, dude, like there was a lot of shit going on, and I was just
I get it.
I was angry at the world, bro.
I
was
get it.
angry at everybody because the thing that I loved and the thing that I loved and the thing that I thoroughly enjoyed doing got taken away from me for no fucking reason, and I didn't even do a goddamn thing.
No, I get you, and that's why I said I don't hold I hold no grudges on it at all. Whatever you were in a bad place,
Yeah.
and that is what it is.
Took your job a little serious that day. That's all. You were being security.
He was just taking his job a little serious.
Well,
that's
no, you
all.
know what, bro? Probably like the owner told me to kick you guys out.
Probably. I mean, we were getting a little out of hand.
We were a little out of hand. We were fucking knocking motherfuckers over the fucking bar. Like,
Yeah.
We were taking liberties. Like,
Rose Funeral was fucking dope that day, dude.
what do you like that little wrestling?
I love it. We're taking liberties here, boys. Damn, man.
I wouldn't know about Rose Funeral that day. Didn't get to stick around and
Didn't
see
get
him,
to
Zach.
stick around, Zach, for Rose Funeral.
They were awesome, dude. They were awesome.
Thanks,
I
bud.
think Zach sent me a video that day. He's like, "Man, this is the fucking best show I've ever been at."
Somebody had kicked us out at that point.
I mean,
No
course.
no names. Somebody kicked us out before Rose Funeral.
I don't know who that guy is.
How did he do it? Was he a dick about it?
I'm
or-
Zachary now.
not really.
Okay.
I think initially it was like it wasn't even like a crazy fucking thing. It was more or less like I think he grabbed Travis and was like,
He fucking did grab
like
me.
grabbing him.
And I probably told him to calm down.
Yeah,
I told him to
that's-
just relax.
Okay, so he told me to calm down, but I was taken back because I was like, this guy's my fucking friend.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Oh, I was told to. Okay, I was told to do that.
This Barry's got a hold of me.
This fucking wild ass bear's got a hold of him. What the fuck?
This reminds me of that
Who's
trailer.
putting his dick in my ass?
Reminds me of a
It was
trailer
just perfect height.
for sure. It's the one where Ricky gets a job and he's collecting the cards from the. You're Ricky collecting the cards, and Travis is
It was
Julian
Bubbles.
trying to
Or
steal
Julian.
the cards.
Yeah.
You're Ricky.
I was told to do it. That's my bad.
But
No,
you know what,
on
you
the
know
real
what
though,
best
dude.
part?
Yeah.
Okay, can I tell you what the best part about that
Oh,
was
yeah.
real quick? The funniest part about that whole thing to me was the fact that when you grabbed me and the song stopped, I don't know if you remember this, but the singer from Year Spent Cold pointed at you and said, "Fuck that guy."
Oh, he did.
He was like,
Because he was talking shit about security guards.
he was talking shit about
before the
security
show
before
even
that,
started.
and he was like, when he seen a security guard, you grabbed me. He was like, "No, fuck that guy. Keep going crazy."
Thanks, bud. Thanks for making my job easier.
Thanks, guy.
I'm working for like $50. Like, come on, guy.
Hey,
Come
yeah,
on, work with me, man.
such a thankless job.
It is a
It
thankless
is.
job.
On the real though, dude, like when that shit went down, Travis, I blamed a lot of what happened on you. I thought you were the one that like ran your mouth about me. And was telling, I don't know why. I don't know why. Dave knows this
Random.
because Dave was still my homie at the time. I don't know why, bro. But
No.
I know. Well, no, I know now.
Not at all, dog.
Years later, it was told to me like what actually had happened. You know what I mean? And what's crazy to me, right? What's crazy to me is look at the one person that benefited the most from me fucking getting kicked out of the scene, and look
Yeah.
where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know about all
Hey,
that.
that's why I said cokehead, dog.
I don't know if that's something to fucking to marvel at, bro. That's, I mean,
well, no, I'm not saying like I would want to switch
marvel at.
places.
You don't want to be where that guy's at.
Of course not.
There's nothing glamorous about that kind of mentality at that age.
I love where I'm at, bro. I'm an IT professional with a daughter, got my lady. Hey, I got a good life, dog. I'm happy with that shit.
That's entirely much more admirable than being a fucking in the hardcore scene, still trying to punk little kids, dude.
I love my life, but I'm just saying for argument's sake.
Yeah, for sure.
My old band filling in my shoes.
and doing it awfully also.
And doing it awfully doing an awful job at filling your shoes.
I'm gonna ask you guys a quick question.
Let's tug our dicks a little bit here, okay? Let's tug our dicks.
Did you guys listen to the new record?
Oh no, I'm not giving that the fucking time of day.
I think me and you talked about this, Dave. I gave it a brief listen. It does absolutely nothing for me.
It's not Take Vengeance.
Yeah, exactly. That's not Take V. You know, Dave, that my brother and me are fucking fans of when Take V was like first taking off, and we know real Take V. Like we fucking seen you motherfuckers inside garages in Southgate, dude. Like small garage motherfucker. Yeah. Like we seen you motherfuckers when you guys were fucking still covering throwdown songs and shit, dude. Like we know what real Take V sounds like. Yeah. That shit ain't Take V.
No, it's so weird to me.
No offense against the Ivan. Like I know Ivan fucking like I got nothing but love for Ivan, but no offense to him. But like it's a shell of what it used to be. A fucking hollow shell.
It's so weird to me listening to like one song in particular, like a Sad Story. Yeah, that song. I heard the recording that we did with Media Scare Records, and I listened to the new one.
Yeah,
and it's like night and day. It's like
let's just say
it's like a cover band.
Let's just
say a cover of a song that we did.
Homeboy just couldn't play like us, bro. That's what it was.
That's what it really boils down to. Yeah, it's.
I mean, he's not a bad player.
No, of course not.
I think his best stuff was when he wrote like on the back end of No Reprieve. The back end he wrote that stuff, and that was fucking solid. I'll give him that.
It really was. But see, that's the style that he plays, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The style that like Dave and I play is just
completely different.
Dude. It's out there. You know what I mean? It's taking a lot of different things and mashing it all into one and knowing when and where to do that. And I just personally don't think he ever grasped that concept of, because I remember when he first like joined with us and stuff like that, right? Like we needed the guitarist, so we're like, yeah, buddy, come play. Let's fucking do this. He would always try to like fill in like areas with things that just didn't need to be filled in. You know what I mean?
Kind of making the job harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Overcomplicating things for sure.
It just didn't need to do it. You know what I mean? Like, let me do a pick squeal right here. Like, you don't need to do
for our genre that we were playing, like our specific brand of hardcore, like you don't need to fucking like try to overcomplicate that shit. It really is just from fucking A to B. It's fucking it has the formula. And then follow it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple. I mean, there is that formula that you just follow, and if you write a cool enough riff and a good enough breakdown, I mean, it all fits, right?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Got that. No, I just don't know if they got that anymore. And there's other folks in that band that are really talented at what they do. Mainly Gabe, and Ivan to another extent, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy that they even signed off on something like that and put that out there, and it just wasn't.
It's funny that It's funny what you said. Like, you know, somebody came up to you and told you that, like, you know, Walk My Path was ahead of his time. A couple years after, like, I stopped going to shows and stopped playing and stuff like that. Somebody like was talking to me about whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I used to be in the hardcore scene or whatever. I used to play in a band. They're like, oh, what band were you in? And I was like, oh, I was in this band called Walk My Path. And then went, did you guys play the Blacktop? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we played the Blacktop. Somebody filmed it. It's on YouTube. And he was like, bro, I went to that show, and that was the first. I'd literally never heard anything like you guys. And it was the heaviest and most aggressive thing I've ever, like, I felt like I was getting punched in the face repeatedly. And I looked at him and I said, that was the plan, bro. That legit was the plan. Just, I wanted people to feel like when we wrote that music, that they were just getting repeatedly punched in the face by not just the vocals, but by the fucking music, bro.
Yeah.
I miss it, dude. I miss it.
And the aggression too. there was a degree of aggression that we had. It was
what's up?
How did John Cena?
We're gonna move downstairs real fast here.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah. Come on.
We're traveling.
It's we had that ruthless aggression. Not to quote John Cena, but we had that ruthless aggression.
Look at all this geek stuff around here.
Oh man!
That's
Hey,
so dope.
about your guys' podcast, and I was telling you guys this from when you first started doing promos. I fucking loved your promos in the very beginning when you were showing off your toys.
We started slacking off on that.
We got to continue it.
We slacked off on that now.
Man, that was a great way to get folks interested into the podcast because you were definitely showing your knowledge and your expertise in the subject. One of the things that we talk about here, and I don't know if you guys watched the entire intro video that we had, but we talk about conspiracies here every once in a while whenever we get the chance.
Oh, it's getting dark and spooky.
Do you guys, I don't know if you guys are all settled in yet.
I want to yank our dicks more, Dave. What are you doing?
Okay, let's yank our dicks more.
All right.
My favorite song.
Wait, stop. Is me doing paraphernalia fine on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We are in California.
We're in the garage now. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, you're fine.
Out of all, there was one line that Travis had that is still one of my favorite lines in any hardcore song, and it was in the first song of the set that we would play, where you would scream, "Keep talking your shit," and I'll never forget the first time you did that. And I swear to God, you freestyled it the first time you sang through it, and I was like, screaming my head off, like, "This is it! This is fucking it!"
Dude, we were doing those breakdowns with like the chord breakdowns where like the bed and dun dun dead and dun dun. Like we were doing that before anybody was fucking doing that, dude.
Yeah, especially locally. At the very least, we can say it locally. Nobody else was doing that except for us at that time, for sure.
Locally, I mean, I kind of got that idea from like Whitechapel. You know what I mean?
I mean,
but still, East
Coast is a whole different fucking thing too. I mean, like East Coast had a lot more like that beatdown style, like that, and adding metallic hardcore into the beatdown scene. But I mean, like in California, I mean, like really, I mean, like we came just before like bands like Murder Death Kill started coming out and started doing that style too. But I mean, I honestly, I'd like to think that the only reason, I mean, this is me talking shit, whatever, I don't give a fuck, but the only reason why Murder Death Kill got so big was because of who was in the band.
Yeah.
Not because of the music and what they played, because what they played was, you son of a bitch. Fucking.
Their bass player a long time ago, I was at a show with Ivan and we went, and I can't remember why we went because it was somewhere in fucking Riverside. I was so upset that day.
Of course.
And I was like, I don't want to go see Murder Death Kill. Like, I
don't want to do it.
I don't want to go, dude. And he's like, no, we Barrett. This is when Take Vengeance was
trying to get on Media Scare.
Basically, we were.
Yeah. So basically, what Baron fucking, I remember that guy fucking Baron, the dude that ran Media Scare, right?
Yeah. So he basically was like, I remember, and Eric told me this because he's cool with other people who work for Baron. Or Dan, that guy Dan. He was like, yeah, Baron has a contract basically waiting for you guys. He's like, wants to hear 3 more songs and it's yours. And we were like, bet. And then someone told him to not sign us for whatever odd reason because
oh god, that's so fucking baby dick soft.
We didn't go on tour or whatever, so they like, I don't know. It was anyway. Fuck Media Scare.
Yeah, honestly, I have a bad taste in my mouth with those guys just because I've seen that guy be a real shitbag in person too. Like at a show, like I seen that guy be a fucking shitbag, and I was like,
the owner.
I was the owner. I was like, fuck. That was at during a dying. So straight down, we played with the Dying Dream at fucking at the alley in Fullerton.
Nice.
I remember that.
And the guy Baron was there obviously because a Dying Dream played, and then that other band that was Let Live played, but I don't know if Let Live was on Media Scare, but I know that a Dying Dream was on Media Scare, and then Contra. I don't know if you remember the band Contra.
I remember Contra.
Yeah.
They were on Media Scare too, and both those bands were on the bill. And I remember we we loaned equipment to fucking Contra. Like Contra used fucking one of our fucking guitar amps and our bass amp, right? Which I thought was weird because I was, you guys are fucking signed. Like, what the fuck? Like, we should be
weird.
We should be asking
Probably a
you
touring
to fucking
thing.
I don't know. Either way, I have nothing against Contra, whatever. Fucking those guys were cool as fuck. But there's something went down with the fucking the guitar player from
A Dying Dream.
From A Dying Dream.
He was a singer in Let Live, and basically there was this huge fucking fat dude fucking moshing for them, and they're not a real moshable band whatsoever.
Fuck no, they sound like Glassjaw.
Yeah.
You can't fucking mosh hard to Glassjaw.
So, anyways, this dude's fucking
Unless you're
moshing.
trying to fuck whoever you're
Exactly.
moshing with.
Yeah,
100%.
The dude was moshing pretty fucking hard, and I'm standing there. You know what I mean? I don't care if I get hit. You know what I mean? But the dude keeps coming back at me, so of course I'm gonna fucking kick you away. You know what I mean? That's just fucking etiquette. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to fucking be kicked away. Like you know it's gonna fucking happen. So
This
I kick
is
him
at
away.
the alley.
Yeah,
At
so I
the
kick
alley,
him
yeah.
away, and the dude turns around and fucking like we just fucking like lock up together. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, all right, fuck it, dude. And then I get grabbed by that Baron dude and pulled back, and he's like, do you know who that guy is? He's gonna be moshing really hard. You might want to sit this out. And I was like, what the fuck? Fuck you. And as that's going on, the singer of Let Live's like with the most girliest voice, by the way, too. And you know, we grew up in Downey. So, and fucking Linwood's right down the fucking street from Downey. This dude's like, yeah, I'm from fucking Linwood. Fuck you. And like just start, and I was just like, bro, Downey, right down the street, dude. Like, what the fuck does that fucking matter? Like, oh no, Linwood. Oh fuck. Like,
I'm gonna stop whatever I'm doing right
yeah, like,
now.
What the hell?
He
Like,
said
bro,
he's
do you
from
know how
Linwood.
fucking
Oh my
ghetto
gosh.
Downey is? Like, just as fucking ghetto, dude. Like, you're not intimidating anybody. Hey, I don't like when someone throws out their city anyways as an intimidation
So
factor.
weird.
Yeah.
It's like the lamest thing you can do is say what city you're from. It's like, okay,
Ooh.
cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys see the title of the episode?
No.
Oh yeah, I did the fucking,
What was
and
the
that
title?
man was me.
Okay, so I gotta tell a story.
Yes.
I gotta tell a
God
story.
damn it. Yes. Zach, was that you, Zach?
That was me.
Yes.
And that man was me. I gotta tell a story, Dave. You weren't here for this,
Okay.
Amazing.
but Betrayal is Weakness played a backyard show in La Mirada.
Yeah.
One of my homegirls was like, "Hey, my parents are going out of town. I want to have like a backyard show / party." And we're like, "Fuck yeah, we'll play. Let us play." So she let us play. So during the middle of one of our songs, fucking Travis starts telling the story because Dalton did this apparently. I don't know where, when, but he starts telling the story. I can't remember exactly how the story goes.
Guys,
all right?
let me stop you real quick, Zach.
Yep.
We got this story from a movie. It's from Club Dread.
Yes.
Club Dread. So we stole the story from Club Dread. So we started not like at that point. Club Dread is one of the more like unknown films from Broken Lizard. Like it's not like on the scale of like Beer Fest or fucking Super Troopers, right? Like it's under the popularity of that. Like if you know if you know Club Dread shit, you know that, right? So we got that story from that movie.
So I'm going to let you tell the story, the actual story part. Okay.
Okay.
So all right. This is in the middle of one of our songs. We're like tuning and stuff like that. Dalton is pretending to do shit with his drums. Go ahead and tell the Broken Lizard story.
Okay, so the story it's the story about Machete Phil. So
Yes.
in Club Dread, there's a story about
First off, you don't think Putman knows?
yeah, Putman. We used to call you We called you Putman.
Putman for fucking like at least 5 years.
Give me the racket. Give me the balls.
No, and then when I was in Cut Your Ties, Jeremy and Brian would always call me Dave Patel.
Yeah,
The most
Dave
fucking
Patel.
racist shit on our MySpace. He's like, Dave Patel sings for us. Like, fuck you guys.
Fucking
But I love those
motherfuckers,
guys.
dude. Yeah, they're fucking goofy as fuck.
Shout out to skinny ass Jeremy
yeah,
Dude, I know. What the fuck,
and,
huh?
and married ass Brian.
I know.
Fucking
Alright.
married man.
Hop
We
back into-
digest.
So the story goes is that like Machete Phil was this dude who got killed, but like they cut off his dick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the movie, they fucking do this whole fucking thing where they're talking like it's like a campfire scene, and they're talking to all these dudes and like these chicks, and everybody's all intrigued, right? And at the end of the fucking story, Putman stands up and he's got his dick tucked in between his fucking legs, and he's like, "And that boy was me," right?
So Travis tells the story as if he's like telling the story about this shit, right? During the middle of one of our sets, starts telling the story.
Of Machete Phil.
Yeah.
Yes, Machete Phil.
And then we get to the end, Dalton butt naked with his dick tucked, turns around and goes, "And that man was me."
He's got his fucking dick out. He's got his fucking dick tucked in, and everybody loses their shit at the show. So, hey, but you know what's even fucking funny too is the fact that ain't even the only show we ever did that. I don't know if you remember, we did that at another backyard show too.
At the trailer park one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hey, isn't that funny? We played at a fucking trailer park.
Yeah. In
That shit
in
was wild.
somebody in the rec room at the trailer
Yeah,
park.
the rec room. Yeah,
Hey,
that was wild.
Scummiest place you guys ever played.
Oh,
Ooh.
I don't know if it's the scummiest, but you might remember this, Dave. We played it with fucking you guys. Remember that fucking random ass? I don't even know what city it was, but we played on a fucking like someone's beating up fucking half pipe.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
better-
right by the 5 freeway. That's
Yes,
like Norwalk.
yeah.
Remember?
I used to live in that area in these apartments right off of Imperial. I used to pass by that house all the time, and I'm like, damn. I wonder if that half pipe is still there, dude. Like
Dude,
I always
that-
think about.
They
That
didn't.
was-
They didn't even have a fucking PA system. I remember Jimmy during your guys' set, and obviously during my set, Jimmy and me were just yelling over the fucking songs. They didn't
Yep.
have a fucking PA for the show.
That was a pretty wild show.
Fun fact about Jimmy didn't have lyrics to songs majority of the songs.
Yeah.
He would just make
Sounds
noises.
like Jimmy.
He would
Fucking
make
love it.
noises, and it fucking worked, man.
It did, dude. I had
One
no
of the best front
no
men ever.
no fucking clue, dude. Hey, I remember one time Jimmy fucking at that place that was right next to the. So actually, I'm gonna tell you 2 stories right now. Okay,
Okay.
Let's go.
so the first story is Jimmy fucking roundhousing me fucking twice in the fucking face, right?
With combat boots.
With
Yep.
combat
Yep.
boots. Yep,
Yep.
exactly. Because he used to fucking rock those motherfuckers.
Oh.
And so you remember that coffee shop that was right next to the Allen Theater that used to
Yeah.
go shows too?
Yeah, we played there once.
So
Yeah.
this was a show where I don't know if Take Vengeance played,
No,
but
it was Artemis.
it was Artemis. So it was Artemis and Straight Down, right? So it was
Shit.
Artemis and Straight Down played. And during
Dave's
Artemis
getting flashbacks.
during Artemis' set,
That's just
I-
the most 2005 thing I've ever heard in my life. Bro. Like, what the fuck?
so Artemis fucking was playing right, and Dave or not Dave fucking Jimmy fucking roundhouse me not once but twice in one fucking motion
I believe
in
it.
my face. I was like this. I was like, fucking just fucked up, right? So now my second story involving that fucking coffee house is not even actually at that coffee house.
Oh hell yeah!
So the chick that worked at that coffee house, mind
Yeah.
you, she worked there every single show with all of us.
Yeah.
She knew who I was. I gave her fucking demos and fucking shirts for Straight Down, right? This is the same broad that when I used to practice at Hot House Studios in Santa Fe Springs, she fucking pressed charges on me for fucking accidentally walking into the wrong room, fucking nude, and opening the door real quick when I was playing with Cut Your Ties. I was supposed to walk in the door where Cut Your Ties was playing, right? And I opened the wrong door because I was like, fuck, I got to do this fast, right? And I opened the wrong door and I immediately fucking closed it, right? Immediately. But
Yeah.
she caught a glimpse of me, right? She saw my dick. So so
Wait, what?
yeah.
so she fucking like I run outside, right? Because I'm like, fuck, right? I run outside trying to get my clothes on real fast, right? And by the time I'm out there, she comes out and she fucking launches a drumstick at me, and it fucking misses my head like fucking narrowly. And dude, she fucking pressed charges on me, and that bitch said I went into the room and was grinding up on her nude. She made up this whole fucking story, dude.
But they have cameras in the room.
We gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta hold on. We gotta rewind this because I'm even more confused than I was earlier. Now, why were you naked?
Okay,
He
so
got pants.
all right, so
inside.
I kept getting pantsed, right?
This
We-
is you were in Cut Your Ties too.
I was yes,
Yeah.
I was the singer before you were. What are you talking about?
Who knows, man? I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I
dude,
remember that.
I did Cut Your Ties like fucking. So I did Cut Your Ties like for like fuck, I don't know, like almost 2 years,
God damn.
like almost 2 years, and then fucking
You haven't heard the Chump demo?
and then fucking Brian kicked me out.
The Chump demo.
Brian kicked me out because me and him had an argument, and so he kicked me out.
Why that he same riffs in every song? I love
Hey,
Brian
hey,
so much.
you-
But
you
we
said
always
it.
used to say that shit.
So
You said it, not
you
me.
Give me credit for the riffs then. The
Yeah.
other riff. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
the new shit, the new shit.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, so he kicked me out, right? I forget what the fight was over, but he got in an argument with me, and like he kicked me out. Anyways, so it was that Cut Your Ties practice, and we were done. Like Dalton and Brian were still in the room, and they were like packing up the guitar shit, right? And so Jeremy kept fucking pantsing me outside. And so finally, like the 5th fucking time he pantsed me, I was like, fuck it. I'm not pulling up my pants. Is this what you fucking want? And so he fucking so the guy that worked there, Sean, you remember Sean, the guy that worked there, the big fat guy?
Yeah.
So he was like, hey, go
An
in the
amazing bassist, by the way.
Yes, amazing bassist.
Absolutely.
He was like,
Wait,
hey,
hold on, before you go into, what was the name of that band he was in?
Down
With
by Outsides.
Justin Terrace.
Oh, that was We Are the End.
We Are the End.
We Are the End. Oh my
Yes.
god, they were so fucking
Did you ever,
good.
Did you ever hear
Yes.
his punk band?
Yeah, they
It's
were
like
good.
his Pennywise style.
He was in
band?
another punk band. He was in a punk band
they
too
were-
called
they were
Down by
really
All
good.
Sides. Amazing
Oh,
punk
The
band.
shit.
drummer in that band was fucking rich.
What was their
too.
name?
Down by All Sides.
Down by All Sides. I'm gonna check them out.
So this motherfucker was like, mind you, he's working at the time, right? He's working the hot house, right? And he's like, hey, go inside and run around your brother and Brian naked. And I was like, fuck it. Whatever. Excuse me. I was like, I'll do it, whatever. But I knew that there was other bands practicing in there, right? So I was trying to go in and out fast, right? I didn't want
Nice.
nobody to see me. I accidentally opened the wrong door. And like
Jesus Christ.
me and that chick locked eyes for a second. I was like, oh shit. And I closed it real fast, right? No one else in the room saw me. I only seen her, right? And she fucking, and here's the thing. Here's the kicker, right? So the chick, I don't know if you remember the chick that fucking, that worked there, right? But the chick that worked there, she was a fucking like full blown like bull dyke, right? Like she was like man hating lesbian, right? Like she was
Okay.
like,
I hate
and-
them too, but all right.
like no, but for reals though, like you're like I mean like the stereotypical like movie fucking like you can't make this
Yeah,
shit,
I get what you're saying.
you can't make this shit up, right?
Mhm.
I ain't trying to be offensive about it, but you can't make this shit up. Like it's stereotype as a fuck, like to a T, right?
Yeah.
Well, she like the whole band was a fucking feminist punk band. So talk
Nice.
about opening the wrong fucking door,
Yep.
right? The one door that a naked man should not open.
Absolutely.
Naked. Not even naked. Naked.
Naked, not naked,
It's naked.
naked.
Damn
Right?
rich boys, they can't talk.
Them rich boys can't say words, right?
Brian and Jeremy have a great way of getting just about every band member to show their testicles
Oh.
and or butthole
Yeah, the butthole.
very easily.
Yeah,
Dude,
very
I would leave practices with my head fucking hurting from
me too.
laughter
Yeah.
from them fucking doing stupid shit like sticking fucking drumsticks up Jeremy's asshole and shit. Like,
Yep, seen that. I've seen that.
yep, I know you have. I know. I can guarantee you have.
We were recording the Cut Your Ties demo,
Ooh, that
and
got
I'm
out of
doing
hand.
my vocals, and I was doing the stereotypical fucking singer in the booth with my hands on my
Mhm.
ears,
Mhm.
and someone comes up behind me. I think it was Dalton. Not entirely sure because I was completely embarrassed, but pants me, underwear and all, like everything. Everything.
Yeah.
As I'm like so hyped, it's like, oh man, it really took the wind out of my
He
sails
sucked
for
up
the
so
rest
much
of the
because
day.
his vocals were terrible. But either way.
Okay, shut the fuck up. See, now I know you're lying.
Hey,
Now I know
Dave,
you're fucking lying.
Dave, I will tell you this: Zach's a lying motherfucker because
Now I know he is.
as one vocalist to another, your vocals were fucking just fine.
The only
Thank you
thing
so much.
I remember that you ripped vocals like literally that day for a lot of the
I did.
songs. Like, so the only thing I wish, like, your fucking vocals were fucking punchy,
They
fantastic.
were good. They were
I
good.
wish there was more of them to fill out. There was so many empty parts. I was like, fuck. I wish there was like more verses in it.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
your voice was fucking just on point.
It's so funny because like I
Vinny
listened
doesn't
to
know words. That's why he couldn't write anything.
I used every
Must be a rich
single
white
word I
boy.
knew in that whole album. The 15 minutes, I used every single
Dude,
word in my
and-
He was
vocabulary.
just like, the dog is blue. The crew.
Chrysanthemum, wood chipper.
I used all 50 words I know, man. Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
the rapping part, the fucking part where you fucking did like a rapping style flow. Woo!
Hey, that
Still to
break,
this day fucking
over that
rips.
breakdown, that shit was
I don't-
tasty.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
You
yeah.
you need to send us the demos, Dalton.
You did
send us
it.
the fucking
You gotta
demos.
Get, you gotta
You
get
did a
those
rap
from
book.
Bosco.
You did a rap
Bosco's
verse
the one of
over
us.
it.
I'll hit Bosco up or
I have the
probably
demo,
ask
but
Dave.
there's-
Apparently he sends shit to Dave fucking like on the spot.
I remember
yeah,
the break.
dude.
I remember the breakdown, Dave. It was like dun dun digga 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 digga
You said,
dun.
like, the
dun,
vocals were like,
digga.
I'll put you in the trunk and then like something up, but like it
Fine.
rips.
Oh,
it's a banger.
yeah. I remember that.
Like
that
your
he did
torture's
not
just
send it-
begun. Like
That shit was a
Woo.
banging ass fucking breakdown with those vocals
Yeah,
over
dude.
it.
yeah.
That
It's
was
tasty.
before I really smoked weed, man.
dude, super
That's
Well, I
fucking.
think about it.
And then he started hanging out with me more.
And then
Yeah.
then the
And then
See, dude, like when
many
all,
marijuanas ago.
when that shit was going on, bro, that's the Zach Defton spiritual journey, bro.
Absolutely.
I was in me and Dave started a folk band. We're just
Oh, I
fucking,
man.
I remember fucking when you guys started your folk.
Hey,
band.
I remember
don't think
when
I ever got to your
Dawn
music,
told
but
me
I-
that shit, and I was like, "What the fuck? What
Hey,
the
that
fuck is
shit-
going on?"
dude, that shit fucking
Travis,
slapped, bro.
Travis was like, man, those two fucking sellouts, dude. Fucking
Hey,
and then all
and-
and then look who sells out.
I know,
Look who's
dude.
selling over here.
Oh, do you still do you have any
Sell out.
straight edge tats, Travis?
Oh yeah, he does. Look at
I
this.
got a fucking chest piece,
Oh,
dog.
yeah, that's right.
I got a chest piece that says "Straight Edge Life," dog.
Right here, the
But
leg.
didn't you get that when you were like 16?
Yeah, I got it when I was young,
Yeah,
and I got a fucking X on the back of my behind my ear. Hey,
What happened?
Also,
What
this
happened?
fucking
Okay.
the cell bow back here in the
So,
back of his neck.
The
It
cell
says
phone on the back of my
XXX
neck says
across it.
XXX also on the cell.
He's got
too.
a lot of
So
paraphernalia. on him.
Zach, so you were not on the you were like doing something in the background. You
It
were
was the
jerking off.
it was like pre-show.
You were jerking off before you
Yeah.
came on. Which
Post nut clarity.
which I was enjoying, but
I need clarity.
so what?
Post
So
nut clarity.
It's gonna be a long one.
basically, in a nutshell, like what the whole straight edge thing was. Obviously, I was straight edge from the age of 18 all the way to the age of 30, right? Like I broke edge at the age of 30. So I during like the last 2 years of being straight edge, like I just started having the craving to like have a drink, right? And I would see certain friends like having a drink, and I'd be like, man, like I'd really like to let loose and just have a few, you know, like
Just to
I
see what it's like.
Right.
well, I mean, the thing is I drank before I became straight edge, right? So
Yeah.
so I already knew what it was like. I had already experienced drinking before I became straight edge. It was just one of those things where like being straight edge, like it was glamorous to me at the time because of hardcore. You know, obviously, you know, like I had a lot of friends that were straight edge, and it was like cool. You know, I want to be a part of something. You know, like that sounds cool. You know,
Fucking yeah.
it was the brotherhood of it. You know, like and you know what? Like I'll say, like I don't regret being straight edge for that time. You know, like I met a lot of good people through being straight edge, and I still have brothers who are straight edge. You know, like but it was just like I said, like the last 2 years, like I was like, man, like I really want to drink. So at the age of 30, like I don't know, like I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just like I don't owe anybody any explanation. I'm just gonna it's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
of course.
And you know, if
You do whatever the fuck you want to do with it.
exactly. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a drink, you know. So and I'll tell you what my first how I broke edge was, and this may sound like a really fucking like to some people, I'm like, man, like that was
Hold
your
on.
drink.
Hold on. Please don't tell me that your first drink was a fucking Smirnoff Ice.
Or
No,
like a Bud Light.
No, but,
No.
but that was Travis's drink choice
way
Pre
back
being
way
straight
back
edge.
when before I was straight edge,
Me too.
so I liked Smirnoff Triple Black because it tasted like Sprite remix.
Exactly. Thank
So,
you.
so it was tasty. It was good. It tasted, and I don't hate anybody for drinking that shit. It tastes good. If you drink, hey, you know what? Do you? If you want to drink it, by all fucking means.
I had a homie who was his name is Sam Baker.
Hey, can we get the mic in between you guys now, Travis?
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is the Travis show now. Oh, you got two.
We got two
Oh.
mics. Two mics.
Oh.
Okay, so here's the
But
thing,
I had a homie who used to
I also
drink
just
Triple
ripped
Blacks, and he was
a
like
couple rips, so I'm
6'5".
gonna
It was
fucking
so
be like,
weird.
dude. Well, Triple Black, it tastes good. It's like Sprite remix. It's delicious. So
Dalton's
my-
all high and
my
shit.
Hey, he doesn't even know where he's at right now, dude. Look at him.
Right now.
The gopher has no idea where he's at.
I just turned in the Caddyshack.
Dalton, were you always smoking weed? Like even when we were doing Cut Your Ties?
He wasn't smoking weed with us.
Whoa.
he might not have been smoking weed with you, but he was smoking weed.
Yeah, and I definitely burned it with you guys fucking back
No.
and like back and walk my path.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Whoa.
No, dude, you would never,
You're way
you
out of
would
line.
never be in the sesh with me, Dave, and Chief and them.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, maybe I wasn't around those days.
No, this guy's been burning it. Fucking, he never stopped. Like I don't think he was
Good.
burning. I don't think he was burning it with you guys, but he was definitely burning it with our uncle for sure.
I just refuse. From my recollection, I remember burning with you guys back then.
Recollection.
Maybe.
Recollection.
Maybe.
Many marijuanas ago, my recollection
Recollections.
was.
All right, so what I broke edge with was rum chata.
Ugh.
Ooh, I'm not mad
Dude.
at that.
Dude, have you ever mixed rum chata with Fireball?
I have not, but I heard it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that.
Zach, did you get that drink thing that I sent you the other day?
Yeah, I did.
That guy was making them with the cereal.
But can I ask you a question?
ridges.
Why does every bartender when they shake things up, they got to be like, but they stare at you in the eye. They're like,
They want you to fucking know they're about to fucking rock your world.
I'm shaking up your drink, bitch.
One, it's to present some sort of dominance over you. There's a flare. There, obviously, with the guy that I sent you, there's like obviously a flare. There's like this gay Asian dude, and he's just very like demonstrative, like shaking his hips and shit. But he
wiggling his dick around, bro. Dude.
He's just like,
hey, look at me.
He's doing the bat wing and shit. Anyway,
Tasty.
He's doing the goat.
But yeah, so it was rum chata. Did you drink it straight? How did you do it?
I mixed it with horchata.
Oh, that's
okay.
not a bad.
Yeah,
So you got like a boozy
horchata. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, horchata is my fucking.
I forget that your lady's Latina, dude.
She is. Yeah.
Good. Yeah,
I know what's good, dog. And see, the thing about that is that my entire life I've been exposed to Mexican culture, growing up in the part of Downey that we grew up in, and all my girlfriends have always been fucking Mexican for the most part. And
people don't believe me. They don't understand.
they don't understand that Downey is fucking predominantly Mexican. They don't get it.
When we grew up,
I had Zach talking Spanish at Best Buy when we were working the counter at
I don't know if these guys remember it, dude, but I met these guys way back in like middle school, dude. We used to go over to their house and like skate and shit like that, dude.
Yes. Yep.
So they know, bro, and you may not believe me when I tell you this, dude, but like when we grew up, we were literally like 5 or 6 white people like at this school, dude.
That was
everyone else was like Latino.
Yeah. Yep.
It was wild.
I mean,
bro.
you guys are essentially Latino.
No, dude, seriously. Every place I've ever worked at, it's funny because I've worked in. I'm a forklift driver by trade, so nice. every place I've ever fucking worked at, it's obviously a lot of factories and shit are predominantly Mexican.
A lot of Latinos, dude.
Latinos, and they're always like, you joke like us, and I'm like, well, I joke like I mean, I guess I mean, this is my life. Like,
let me ask you guys a question.
I am you.
I haven't been able to like talk to like other white people that have grown up with me, right? Except for like Steve-O. But let me ask you guys this question. Do you guys feel more of an attachment to like Latino culture than you do like white culture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%, right?
100%.
Yep, so do I.
100%.
So do I.
And that's why like in it, like even before, like, so when Donald Trump became president, right? That's
here we go. Here's what the Zen Day podcast is all about right here. Let's go.
Okay, here we go.
I took so much fucking offense to everything that he was saying about Mexicans. Yep. It pissed me off so fucking much. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "No." I was like, "You're so far off the fucking mark. It's not even funny, motherfucker."
Especially with half Mexican kids, bro.
Yeah, dude.
My daughter's half Mexican.
I lost friends because I said, I will not be friends with you if you vote for that motherfucker. And they voted for him. And I was like, I cannot be friends with you no fucking more. Fuck you. I don't care how cool we were.
You don't care about my kids.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I said. I told them, I said, it's not about fucking you being Republican. I was like, I was friends with Republicans before this motherfucker. I was like, it's not about that. I said, it's about this motherfucker. This motherfucker said such hateful, vile lies about the Mexican community. And my kids are fucking are Mexican, and my wife is Mexican, and half my fucking family that I love to death is fucking Mexican, and 90% of my friends are Mexican. And I was like, fuck this motherfucker, and fuck you for fucking supporting him.
Yep, I don't blame you.
And it's just
I didn't lose any friends, but I mean, I agree.
I couldn't do it. I was like,
but then again, I don't have a lot of friends who voted for him. So, I don't think I have any friends who voted for him.
The thing is too is that
my best friend, no more best friend, fucking voted for him.
Let me tell you this, Zach. The thing is that when somebody votes for him and you can't tell them the fucking reason. Nothing you say,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to them, and it's like my reasons are fucking logical as fuck, right? But they see it as, oh well, you're just mad because I'm Republican. It's like, motherfucker, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing.
I love that viewpoint, man. It's never been about like being Democrat or Republican.
Never.
It's about what's best for the country at that given point in our lives. You know what I mean?
It's about what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
And you inherently, as a human being, are supposed to know what's right and what's wrong. And what that motherfucker stands for and what his people stand for is fucking wrong in every fucking way, shape, and form. It's not. It's not a red thing or a blue thing to me. I'm not a fucking liberal. I'm not fucking a Democrat. I have no political fucking. I'm not a political person.
Yeah. I'm registered nonpartisan. I don't know. Are you guys registered the same way?
I honestly I don't even know what the fuck I registered as. I'm not even sure. But I do know that I don't give a fuck about. I just look at it like if I look at something on paper, I try to use my brain and I'm like, is this right or is this fucking wrong?
Right.
And if it looks fucking wrong, and it looks like it's fucking against like what I feel, it's like a good and evil thing to me, basically. You know, like it's like if this looks fucking evil, then it's fucking evil. If this looks fucking good, then I'm for it. And that
I think in this instance, it's very black and white. It really is. In this instance. It not normally is, but this here now it is.
It's pretty exactly. Obvious. Now, like this time around, it was very black and white. It was, you know, like there was either you're either for good or you're for fucking evil. And it was like I in good human nature, I couldn't be friends with somebody who voted for fucking evil. I couldn't. I
understand.
I couldn't fucking do it. I was just like I can't fathom how somebody would wholeheartedly try to justify voting for somebody that has that guy's values. Like I was like, dude, like he's just a vile human being. Like
I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you right there because Dalton is going through a journey right now, dude.
he's looking at this light right here, and he's like, "Why does it keep going?"
He is going through fucking just a journey right now. I saw it on your face right now. You're just looking all over the place, like
Dalton's answering Travis's questions, but in his mind and shit.
He's going through a journey right now. I'm buzzed as fuck off of that 15%er plus this fucking beer right now. I'm having
hazelnut action.
It's because I want to keep chiming in, and this guy, I already know, like when he gets going, it's fucking just.
Hey, when Buzz Me gets talking, it's
all right. Dalton, what do you want to chime in with?
I was just gonna
Travis, aka Conversation Strangler Steven over there.
I was just gonna chime in on what this guy was saying. Like to me, like there's still assholes in my fucking neighborhood where I live right here, fucking flying fucking Trump flags up the ass still.
It's like a fucking cult.
It's so batshit crazy. I'm like, that's not normal. That never happens after any other election. Once it's done, it's fucking done. Like,
no, dude, but who the fuck else? Like when it comes to like politics, right? Who the fuck else has ever flown a flag? For another presidential candidate.
I've only ever seen, like growing up, all I can remember is fucking yard signs and bumper stickers. Like
bumper stickers.
That's
you know what? I don't believe in any candidate enough to put a bumper sticker on my car.
No, same.
I loved Bernie Sanders, dude, and I voted for him each and every time.
Yeah. We voted for him too.
Each and every time, but I never once put a bumper sticker or anything like that on my car.
That had the potential to be the biggest political shift in.
We could have had a bad
communist. You'd be a communist. Like the fuck?
We could have had a fucking bad bitch.
No, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I just wanted my taxes to be used for things that benefit all of us, bro. That's all it is.
That's weird, bro. What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense.
There's this strange ideology that, like, well, people milk the system. Well, people milk the system now, and things are in place, and I still get fuck all, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just get rid of, like, my thing has always been, let's just get rid of welfare and start a UBI. Universal basic income, and you give every 18-year-old and older American a stipend of $2,000 a month, and that's for the whole year. And what is that, $24,000 extra a year? You can imagine what you could do with something like that.
That's a communist idea, Dave. What are you talking about?
Well, that's Venezuela, bro. That's Venezuela, guys. We're pulling up here. You guys know something? I have something I want to say here. This is on record. Our longest podcast that we've ever recorded.
Wow.
I didn't know I could talk for this long.
We're going to have you guys back on here, dude. But we're pulling up on 2 hours.
Guys.
We're pulling up on 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Give us, as we wrap her up, give us all the Terror Twins podcast details. Where can we find you? When do you guys record? Plug a day, boy.
All right. So we have a Twitter handle. We rarely use it. So basically, in a nutshell, the biggest social media platform that we use is we use Instagram the most. So you can find us on Instagram underneath Terror Twins Podcast. We do a weekly podcast. We release every Wednesday. And we mostly do horror films. We try to do other films every now and then, especially right now during the holiday season. We're doing other Christmas films, but we mostly do horror podcasts, horror films.
Lots of fucking banter and
lots of banter. Our thing basically is horror and comedy. We try to keep it as funny as possible, and like we try to keep our podcast as light as possible, and we don't take ourselves very serious, and we're not very elitist about our opinions when it comes to horror. We try to keep it open minded, and that's what we wanted to bring to the horror community. As far as podcasts go, we figured that a lot of horror podcasts are very elitist.
You're making me cry.
So we wanted to bring a podcast where it could feel lighthearted,
of course.
Where it's something.
It's two dudes talking about their passion for horror. And
Exactly.
I think that's what's really great about your guys' show.
Exactly, I agree.
Real quick before we head out, because it's the last one. We'll go in a circle here. Christmas movies. What are you guys watching on Christmas Day?
Christmas Day. So I'll go to
Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. I'll go horror and I'll go regular Christmas movie. For horror, I'm going Silent Night, Deadly Night because that's my favorite Christmas horror film.
Okay,
it's a quintessential Christmas slasher film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And then as far as just regular holiday film, it's a toss up between the Home Alone Part 1 and Christmas Vacation.
Okay, solid. What about you, Dalton?
For horror, probably All Through the House. It's a newer movie. It's not that.
It's a relatively unknown unless horror is like your niche. It's another killer Santa Claus slasher film.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. There's lots of for some odd reason dick decapitations in there. So
lots of dick decapitations.
If you're into that, watch that.
I'm all right with that.
And then for regular Christmas, probably either Jingle All the Way or probably Home Alone. Also, the first one.
Ooh.
Go for it, Dave.
Me, it's a toss-up. My favorite Christmas movie of all time is A Christmas Story, but you guys revitalized my love for the Santa Claus series. So I'm gonna go Christmas Story and then Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3.
Fuck yeah, Santa Claus rules.
So I have 3 movies that we watch every single Christmas Eve, and that's A White Christmas featuring Bing Crosby.
Nice.
There's
Very nice.
Christmas Story, and then we also watch the Santa Claus. So with that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I know we took it long this time because we love these guys and haven't talked to them in forever.
We love you too.
Yep.
We honestly could have gone on for like another hour for sure. But we don't want to bore you guys to death. Thank you guys for listening.
If you haven't yet, follow us on Instagram, zabmap_69 because we're mature like that.
And we're mature.
You can follow us on Twitter, zadmap_69 as well, because
we are #mature.
And then also you can find us on Facebook, Zach and Dave Make a Podcast. Same thing with YouTube. There's a lot of shit going on in the world, and some people may find you weird, but just remember that we're weird. So that means you can always find a place with us. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Have a good night.